I promise to you guys right now is the best time in the world for you to build your body. A lot of people think that they missed their window. They think that they're too old. They think that they're too busy. They think that they're too far gone. And they think that they're too late to get the body that they want. But the truth is that now is the best time for you to build your body. It is the absolute best time for you to build your body. It's not because it's easy. It's not because motivation is high. I know it's the start of 2026, so for a lot of people, fitness motivation is high. But it's not because of that. But it's because waiting has already cost you enough. Most people don't fail because they start late. They fail because they keep delaying when they start. When someone says it's too late, what they're really saying is that they don't feel comfortable starting from where they are right now. They feel uncomfortable. They're not afraid of training. They're afraid of confronting the gap between who they are and who they could have been, or who they still can be, I should say. The body forces that confrontation immediately, and honestly, that's why people avoid it so much. Your body is the first system that exposes discipline. You can talk your way around mindset. Everybody talks about mindset. Even I talk about mindset. But the body exposes where your mind is at. You can intellectualize business. You could rationalize procrastination. All those things are possible. But your body does not care. Your body reflects your habits, your structure, your follow through. And that's why building your body matters. It's not just for aesthetics alone. I talk about this, man. Aesthetics is very, 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 very important. But it's not for aesthetics alone. It's also because it reintroduces honesty into your life. And this is more important than aesthetics, in my opinion. They're both very important. But this is just as, if not more important. People say that they'll start after work slows down, after life settles down, after they feel quote unquote ready. But later almost always turns into never, guys. It is not because time runs out for you, but it's because the urgency fades. Starting now means that you stop negotiating with yourself. Starting now means that you stop waiting for perfect conditions. Starting now means that you build momentum instead of fantasies. We want to build momentum. We don't want to build fantasies or hypotheticals. We want to build momentum. The body responds to structure, not timing. Age isn't the real limiter. I talk about this, and I have old videos talking about how you could get in shape at any age. A few years ago when I was 20 and I was out of shape, my dad, who is 36 or 38 years older than me, I'm not 100% sure, but my dad, he was in better shape than me when I was 20. And it's because his life structure was better and his habits were better. So let's not blame age. Genetics aren't the real limiter either. Yes, genetics matter in terms of aesthetics and what your body looks like, but everybody could get in shape. And what getting in shape is, it might look different for everybody. Not everybody's going to build the same body, but everybody could build their best body, and that's what I'm big on. And your past isn't the real limiter either. Guys, I'm down 70 pounds from my heaviest. And you guys can see my body in this B-roll. I'm in shape now. Your past is just feedback that what you did before wasn't working. But it doesn't have to necessarily identify who you are right now. Lack of structure is the real issue. I've seen people in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s build better body than people in their teens and 20s. And it's not because they necessarily train harder, but it's because that they train with intent. They don't just work out. There's a difference between working out and training. They train, which means that they have structure and they have intention. They don't guess, they don't drift, but they install standards and they install structures. The truth of the matter is that when you build your body, your confidence becomes earned. Your thinking becomes sharpened. Your tolerance for excuses drops in all areas and in all domains of life. And your standards also raise in all areas and in all domains of life as well. You don't ask yourself, can I do this? But you instead ask yourself, does this align with who I am becoming? And that shift, in my opinion, is very, very powerful. This isn't necessarily about getting lean for 2026 or for spring or for summer. We're still a good amount of ways away from spring and summer, but still, this isn't about getting lean for a season. It's not about chasing external validation, but it's about becoming in alignment with the person that you're really supposed to be, and that person is the best version of yourself. When your body, when your habits, and when your standards all line up, your life becomes quieter. It really does. it becomes clearer. You start moving with more intention. And the reason why most people don't have a clear mind, don't have a quiet life, and don't move with intention, and have a chaotic life is because they operate without structure. The body is where structure becomes real. Most people don't avoid starting because they don't know what to do. They know what to do to start. Let's be honest. But they avoid starting because once they start, they lose the ability to lie to themselves. Progress demands consistency. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Consistency demands standards. And standards demand separation, guys. Standards demand separation. If you want to build your body, not randomly, not emotionally, not for a season, but with structure, and with structure that stands the test of time so that you could get in shape and stay in shape and become a beacon of discipline and of standards, high standards, then you clicked on the right video. This is exactly what I help people do. I work with people who want alignment across their body, their habits, and their daily execution. So if that is you, you can apply to work with me below. My link is in the description. Now is the best time to start. Not because it's perfect, but because it's honest. And because once you start, once you build structure, you build momentum. And once you build momentum, you change your life. As always, this is Randall Branch Media. I appreciate you guys for checking on this video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Peace.